Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So we understand that solar power plants are a great investment. Please help us understand which model of investment is better, CapEx or OpEx?
Let's first understand what is CapEx, what is OpEx. Once we understand both the models, we can discuss which one is better. As the name suggests, CapEx requires capital investment by the factory owner, whether through own funds or borrowed capital from the market. In case of OpEx, Renewable Energy Services Company called RESCO invests the fund for solar plant to be installed on your factory premises. The factory owner is supposed to pay only for the consumed units on per unit basis, which normally is much lower than the discount prices.
Okay, sir, can you help us do an apple to apple comparison of both these models for better understanding?
Sure. In terms of investment, under the CapEx mode, 100% investment is made by the factory owner. Whereas, in case of OpEx, investment is not required to be made by the factory owner. The RESCO company invests. Sometimes a marginal investment is required from the factory owner. In the CapEx model, the factory owner enjoys the benefits of accelerated depreciation. Whereas, in case of OpEx, these benefits are enjoyed by the RESCO company because they invest. In CapEx model, the plant can be installed at any scale and can be scaled up later depending on the availability of funds with the factory owner. Whereas, in case of OpEx, the RESCO company wants as big the plant as possible in the first instance. CapEx model investments can be made by own funds or by loans from banks or NBFCs by most SMEs. But OpEx model offers are made only to companies with higher credit ratings and large rooftops to enable RESCO companies install higher solar plants and secure their investments. Minimum rating required is BBB+. Minimum rooftop size is about 500 kilowatt.
So, sir, does this mean that big factories with good credit ratings should simply go for the OpEx model as there's no investment required?
Yeah, it is one way to look at it. But even large factories go for CapEx mode because of significantly more savings that are enjoyed in the long run under this model. Factors like accelerated depreciation, lower per unit energy cost makes CapEx model a very attractive option for a business of all sizes.
So, could you please elaborate a little more on this point?
Yeah. When calculated over a period of 25 years, why I am saying 25 years? Because this is the life of a solar panel and performance guarantee is given by solar panel manufacturers for 25 years. The per unit cost comes to less than ₹2 per unit. Whereas in case of OpEx, agreement is normally from 7 years to 25 years, depending on the tariff fixed between the seller and the buyer. The buyer, factory owner, saves money because this tariff is always lower than discount tariff. But the kind of savings over a period of 25 years the factory owner can have in CapEx mode are no match to OpEx mode. You have to understand the RESCO company which is investing money, they are also covering their risk. They also have borrowed capital. They have to look for maintenance, insurance, interest on borrowed capital. And they also have to make some money. They have to have their margins.
Sir, if the CapEx model has so many benefits over the OpEx model, why do people choose the OpEx model anyway? And what are the current trends in the market? Which model is being preferred more?
Let me explain. The market has evolved over a period of last 10 years. Currently, OpEx model is a thing of the past. During initial years, there were a lot of apprehensions in the factory owner's mind about the provenness of technology, availability of funds, life of the solar plants, and the factory owner was not prepared to take that kind of risk for such a large investment. So they preferred OPEX model of operations, where investment is not to be made and you still get benefits of lower tariff than DISCOM. Though the tariffs difference was not that high, but still you are not investing also. So the OPEX model suited the mindset of industrial owners. Things have changed over a period of last 10 years. The costs have come down. Period for ROI has reduced. Provenness of technology is a thing of the past. People are seeing plants in their vicinity working satisfactorily for last 10 years. So provenness is gone. Generation guarantee used to be an issue, but over a period of time, people have seen that panels are performing as claimed by the manufacturers. So generation guarantee is not required, provenness is not required. Availability of funds was another issue. Earlier, banks and NBFCs used to ask for collateral, which normally industrial owners were reluctant to give, or their collaterals were engaged in working capital and factory assets. Now, over a period of time, the banks and NBFCs have also started not asking for collaterals. So collateral is not required. With IoT implementation in solar field, performance of your plant can be monitored on day-to-day basis. With availability of a lot of AMC companies in the market at a very low cost, at a very marginal cost, day-to-day problems are taken care of by them. So the technology is proven, availability of funds is made easy, life is not a question, performance is not a question. So why go for OPEX? When there are no risks, it is better to go for CAPEX. It gives you higher returns, tax benefits, and asset on your books right from day one.
So, sir, what would be your final professional advice for factory owners, CAPEX or OPEX?
The simple advice is to go for CAPEX model. And in fact, even the early birds who had gone for OPEX model to avoid technology risk, financing risks, have also switched over to CAPEX model for their future requirements. To give you an example, MTech Auto had installed a plant under OPEX mode in 2008. Now, for meeting out their enhanced requirement of power consumption, they are going for CAPEX mode. In fact, we are installing their 500 plus kilowatt solar plant. Hence, we recommend industries to go for CAPEX mode, install solar plants to not only meet their power demands, but also to save the environment and create an atmosphere wherein you can feel proud to leave a better world for the generations to come.